Hello, hello. As soon as my Instagram decided to go live, we can start. Let me get my comments here. I want to see if you guys watch today's live. Instagram is doing that all day. Yay. Come over here, come say hi in the chat. Instagram doesn't let me go live. I'm over here to ask if you watch. Can you hear me well? Just put in the chat. Yes, I can hear you well. Just make sure my mic is on. AirPods. Yeah, sounds good. Yes, I want to make sure you tell me that. Look, I keep clicking and doesn't work. It did that to me earlier. I want to make sure you can tell me if you watched the episode and how was it, because today we're going to do this big review about the episode. Let's go. Yes, thank you. Hi, Helen. Instagram doesn't let me work. I keep pressing the button and it doesn't work. Well, in last case, will be with me and you here. Okay, tell me before I start here. Tell me it was something that resonated with you for the episode one. I really want to hear from you. Instagram doesn't like me. Give me one sec. It did that to me today, earlier today. Is there anything that resonated with you for the episode one? Were you able to watch? Were you able to access? Did you download the PDF? Instagram is going crazy. Yep, doesn't work. Okay, I want to do a big review with you because I don't want to let you guys hear. I want to do a big review with you and ask if you have. I can't wait to stop. Me too, me too. But tell me a little bit what you were doing about it, and this way we can talk a little bit more and see how I can actually help you even deeper more. What kind of class were you doing? Were you spending more time on YouTube looking for classes, or were you trying to? What were you doing at the gym? No. Okay. I think I'm gonna quit on Instagram for now. And uh see, this is like real struggle right here. Yep. Orange theory, and I end up hurting myself too much cardio. You know what? It's interesting because I have one of my girls that it was the same thing. She was pushing so much at Orange Theory, same thing, and she ended up not. And that's what the bunny is, right? The bunny end up doing so many things, but it's so easy when we have a plan and when we have something directed to drop you to bring you to that to the body that you want. And I think that's the main thing that what people don't understand is the difference between workouts and the training itself. Because when you do a workout, you're all over the place. You do certain group muscles in one day, another one day. You do this. There's no plan, there's no direct. instead of going to a plan, that a plan are actually going to take you straight where you are. And it's going to be with that destination in mind. It's going to design for this, right? Spinning, also kickboxing, running, too much all over the place at gym classes. Yeah, see, that's I was there when I was in college. That was at me when I was doing soccer, swimming, working out, doing so many things at the same time. But I'm glad you have a plan now. I'm absolutely excited that you have a plan right now. And I can't wait to see you start it. I really don't like Instagram right now. I keep clicking the button, doesn't work. I'm gonna make a quick stories. See if it lets me. Yeah, my Instagram just bugged. Yeah. Okay, I literally just removed my app and I'm gonna try it again. And Carlos barking. This is how we do it. So I'm just gonna stay here with you guys. Who else is here? Come say hi. Come say hi. Okay, so I make some notes here to make sure I don't forget anything. I want to make sure you have the PDF and you're writing on the PDF, which is so important. Okay, use the PDF. And I was talking to Hadi today about finding that why, finding why exactly you're doing this. Find why you want to start with your project, why you want to start with this journey, why you want to start with your life. Knowing why you want to start, knowing how you are doing this, it's going to make so much a difference when things don't go as planned, when things changing, okay, vacation happens, you start to understand why. You start to understand why. You start to dig in that why inside of you. And this way, you're going to be able to shift your focus and having a plan. And it's so much easier because when you do the bunny, for example, and you program hopping, you all over the place, it's hard to sustain, it's hard to keep following something, keep doing that every single day if you don't see progress, you don't see a plan, you don't see that today was easier and tomorrow is going to be harder, and then the next week is going to be harder, and then you see you getting stronger because when you're the bunny, when you're doing different classes, there's no way to measure that. They sometimes you take one weight, but the next class you're in a complete different class, a different setting, and it's hard to keep track of everything. Let me try. Yay! I think it's gonna work. I had to literally delete it, my app, and come back. Hold tab for or hold for video. Yeah, my app just went insane. Let me try that. Yep, doesn't work. I'm gonna make just a story saying I am on. Nope. Guys, I don't know what happened. This is stinks. I I hate doing that to you guys. Yeah. Okay, let's try one more time. It's working. Yay. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're here. I've spent what 14 minutes trying to make it work, and it worked. And it absolutely works. I'm so excited, so happy. I am for the past 90 minutes talking just to Facebook and YouTube, but now I'm on all three and I'm excited for this. Look, today I'm here to talk to you about the episode one. And do me a favor, if you did watch the episode one, Hallie already here on Facebook, tell me yes, she did watch the episode one. If you watch the episode one, let me know because we're gonna go over the basics, what we learned in the episode one. And if you have not watched, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the episode one is in my bio and it's also on my Facebook and it's also on my YouTube. So it's everywhere to make sure you watch. On the episode one, we talk about the three biggest mistakes normally women are making when they're thinking about fat loss, when they're thinking about transforming their body to achieve a lean body, and what do they have to do instead, and what they have to stop doing instead. So this way we can take a more approach direct. Hey, bunch of people coming in. Okay, perfect. So the first mistake, let's start with the first mistake. That's what we're talking about. Just gonna revise a little bit. First mistake was the bunny mistakes. And what is the bunny mistake? Is the program hopping. Is the type of woman who goes to the gym and one day, I'm gonna use as an example, one day goes to spinning, another kickboxing and running, and they're all over the place. Where I'm not saying, and I said that on the first episode, if you watch, I'm not saying that workouts are bad for you. Absolutely not. The workout is amazing. It's better than you're sitting on the couch doing nothing. But a plan, it would be the more appropriate way, the faster way to get you there and to get the objective that you are. And that is for everything. If you want to be, hi Larry, if you want to be a baseball player or a soccer player, you need a training specific for that, right? Yes. But then if you want a lean body, if you want to become leaner, that's what you need to do. You need a plan that would actually help you to be able to get there. Same thing if you want to get super strong, if you want to be a power lifter, want to be super bulky, which is not my case, which is not what I do. Hi, I miss you so much. It's not what I do. And then you have a plan for that. It's so much simple when you have a plan to stick to the plan. This way you're not all over the place. Okay. Now, the second mistake that we talk about is the road run. And actually, let me hear. Instagram doesn't like me, but we're going to do this. Here, perfect. So you have the bunny, and I'm actually sharing my screen on Instagram too. So you have the bunny. With the bunny, again, it's all over the place. And make sure you download your homework. Yes, I got homework for you. This the teacher in me still does that. So the homework you would have that in the right there. There's some important questions that you have to go. Okay. And the second one is the road runner. The road runner is the type of woman that spends hours and hours and hours doing cardio. Isa, are you saying cardio is bad for you? No, I'm not saying that. Cardio is an amazing exercise. It's good for your head, it's good for your heart, it's good for your overall health. But if we're talking about, if you're absolutely talking about defined body, you want a more toned body. And I love that word tone. I'm using so much lately. The scientist in me is like dying, but it's okay. That if you want the tone body, if you want to feel more, if you want to see more definition, if you want to feel that you're getting stronger, cardio is not going to do that to you. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Just did say in the episode one. What happens with the cardio is cardio doesn't preserve your muscle. In fact, if you're doing a lot, it would actually use your muscles as well. And then you end up losing muscle. So that's the biggest difference between weight loss and fat loss. When you lose weight, you lose muscle, you lose fat, you lose water, but you do lose a lot of muscle. So that's why a lot of women end up losing their weight and still feeling they're not toned. And I get women sending message to me, say, Isa, I'm doing so much. I'm doing so many classes. I'm running. I'm doing spinning. I'm doing so many things, but I'm losing the weight. But I'm a little bit flabby, and I don't have the tenacity. I'm not toned. Let's say it this way. I'm not toned, and I don't want to feel this way. And this happens because of the cardio. The cardio actually. Have you seen a marathon runner? That's exactly the cardio will burn your muscles, and guys, putting muscle, it's hard. I know a lot of women think that is when you're doing weight loss is hard, but putting quality muscle it's more difficult. So it takes time, it takes practice. You need a plan actually to get you that. You need a specific type. So, okay, so if it's not cardio, what I'm gonna do? If the if the bunny is all over the place with program and I can't be the road runner because you're running all over the place, what I'm gonna do? You are going to do strength training, but not any strength training. You need a strength training that it's organized. And on the episode 2, I'm going to tell you exactly what your strength training should look like, exactly what your plan should look like, and how you're supposed to train, what's the weights you're supposed to use, what's the intensity you're supposed to use, how you should divide your program. That everything's going to be on the episode 2. But today we're only talking about the mistakes. So let's focus over here. Let me get my notes. Perfect. And which is funny, and that's why I keep saying I can help you get your results, achieve your lean body 5 times faster, because you're gonna start fixing those little mistakes that you're doing right now. For example, if you're program hopping, that's why the bunny never wins the race, because the bunny is all over the place, right? So that's one. The second one, it could be because you're prioritizing cardio over strength training when you need to do strength training. You do cardio? Yes, but the cardio needs to be on the side to help you. Okay. And if you're thinking you're doing cardio because you're going to achieve something faster, we need to start thinking about your head, how you're going to deal with that, how you're going to be able to sustain that. Because what I do is a change of lifestyle. We're talking about that today. What I do is a change of lifestyle. And what you need to start focusing is, can I do this for the longest time? Just ask yourself that. I heard this week and I don't remember who I heard from. It was saying, if you're on a diet or if you're on a training plan, just ask yourself, can you do that for the next 3 months nonstop? If the answer is no, it's time to change your plan. Okay, because it needs to be sustainable. It's not because you were doing so hard at one point that nobody. When we talk about hungry Hannah next, you will see, when you talk about hungry Hannah, that's the time that you have to enjoy it. Like, let's talk about food, for example. Hungry Hannah is that person. Let me show who Hungry Hannah is. You're gonna love her face. That's Hungry Hannah. Hangry Hannah is the place that we all become after 2 days on a crazy low calorie diet. Yeah, Gustavo. Okay, low calorie diet. And that's what happened. Why? Because, let me move back. You can see my face. Because nobody can sustain such a low calorie. It needs to be sustainable. It needs to be in a way that you want, enjoy. And in the episode 2, if you watch, go watch. We talk about and episode 2, I'm going to talk about exactly how you're supposed to eat. Now we're only talk about what you're doing wrong. I wanted to give before, but no, I'm going to hold it. What's up? So what are we doing is, if you follow a meal plan right now, ask yourself, can I do that for the next 3 months? Can I do that nonstop? Can it sustainable? So, Mr. Ryan, ask yourself, the meal plan that you're on now, the diet plan that you're on now, if you ask yourself, can it be sustainable? Or can you do that for the next 3 months? If the answer for is yes, that's perfect. Just keep doing. But if the answer for no, not keep doing. And there are strategies for this. We're going to talk more during this week. But keto, for example, keto is an amazing, powerful strategy, but it's a strategy. It's not a way of living. Okay. And what's going to help you? Yes, Carlos. What's going to help you to drop your percentage body fat and increase your lean muscle is a sustainable diet. Listen, 100%, 100% of the women who come talk to me, they were on a low protein diet. I have never had a client to come to me who were eating enough protein. So that you start taking, then you start paying attention, like, what does your body need in order to achieve that lean body that you want? So we talk about every single thing that you need to stop doing in today's episode. Okay? That was what we did. If you have any questions, go ahead and put in the question box. Yeah. And on the Facebook. I was like, I hear my own voice. That's Leo. But that's exactly why I'm here today, to talk to you about the mistakes you're doing and remind you about this week that's happening. Today, we spend the whole day talking about what are the three mistakes that are it could be holding you back. And tomorrow, we're going to come live just for more Q&A. And then on Wednesday, we're going to talk about what are the four elements that you need to have, the four things that you absolutely need to start doing. We're going to talk about the strength training, which is the solution of the bunny, right? The periodic strength training. We're going to talk about what to do to not become hungry Hannah and how does your food should look like. We're going to talk about the intensity, what intensity you need to do strength training, because I told you it's not any strength training, has to be a design plan to get you leaner. So all that's going to talk this week. But tomorrow, this is very important. Tomorrow, make sure you're in the Facebook group because I'm going live just in the Facebook group. Okay? I think that's it. I think that's all. If you have any question, put on the question. Come here and ask. Comments are on both sides. Perfect. So if you have any question, if you were like, Isa, I have no idea what you're talking about. What are you talking about? What marathon is that? I'm hosting a marathon. Yeah. Oh no, girl, go to bed. Yes, I would say that it's gonna be in the Facebook group too. Okay, I would add to the Facebook group. Make sure. Are you there? Right? I know I had to come tonight, but tomorrow I'm doing at noon, just because. So this way you can see. But yes, I will save it. Go to bed now. Okay, so this whole week we're talking about, and the more surprise thing, which is so exciting. I do a lot of movement analysis with my clients, and we're gonna be doing movement analysis Friday and Saturday. So I'm gonna share with you. My bad. I'm gonna share with you right here. It's in my. I actually post in my feed. Make sure you get this chronogram. It has everything that we're gonna do this week. Sundays we're gonna have two things. One day we're gonna have one. Saturday we're gonna actually gonna do a morning workout live with the Strong magazine. So it's gonna be on their Instagram. But on Friday, for the episode 3, we're also gonna do a booty and legs day together. And we're gonna do movement analysis Friday and Saturday. So this week it's like every single day there's something new. But I really need to make sure you are watching the 3 episodes. And to make sure you are or in the Facebook group or on the text message, just text me. The link is on the page in my bio or in the Telegram if you're outside US or Canada. And then you can get everything. And I wanted to make sure you get out of this plan. I really need to make sure you get out of this week with a plan that you can use. Okay, I need you to get out of this week with something solid that you can start using. I am so heartbroken to see so many women wasting their time following fit influencers who don't know what they're doing. Episode 2, you're really gonna like that. I talk a lot about it, and I tell you exactly why I'm so bugged about it. Okay? So I'm so excited. I'm happy. I am thrilled for this week. Carlos is too. He needs to stop. Come on, Bobby. Okay? If you have any questions, send me a DM or a text or in the Facebook group. Tomorrow I'm gonna go live in the Facebook group, so make sure you get in. I'll see you tomorrow. Yay!